Hello, so this is Purplemurasaki, finals of GPH. We have myself on Esper Maze Control versus Ricky on 8-Sack Dream Site Minister nonsense. Not necessarily super happy with this being the finals matchup, mainly because I don't think I'm especially favored in it. I definitely have a lot of tools to answer whatever Ricky has, but at the same time they do have a lot of fairly scary stuff going on. The main cards I'm looking out for are Dreamsight, obviously. Pensive Songwriter is another pretty scary thing, particularly because I don't have hand information, so I don't know if Ricky has a Dreamsight or not, or anything else I'd be scared of. They're also starting to play, so that's definitely not great, particularly because you have Cosmic Sinkhole not quite being fast enough. So I'm mainly looking for some number of counter spells, preferably in addition to like 1 or 2 removal spells. Probably won't be bringing Mabel here, unless if my hand is really bad. It's unfortunately 1-lander, even though I do have Cursory Glance plus Cane Dancer plus removal. Honestly, I could keep this. I think I won't. I think I'm really looking for Cosmic Sinkhole, especially on the draw. Looking to 6, 4 lands. Mirrorgate isn't bad. Not really great in this matchup, but okay. It's this hand I probably do want Mabel, just because I don't really have anything going on. And I guess I keep 2-land with Mabel, which is a bit awkward. I guess I bottom Island, put away Mirrorgate. I don't think I put the Chapel land with Sinkhole. An Island doesn't cast 5th Wilt. So overall, I'm not terribly happy with this hand, but there's a fair amount of draws that make this good. A Sinkhole ready for anything goes a long way. Island is okay too. It gets me 3rd land of Mabel, which gives me the draw. It is pretty scary going up against Dreamsight with only 1 counterspell. I should probably check Counter Magic. He's on Spell Pierce, Curse of Glance, Forbidden Treasure main deck, as well as a single Powder Scatter. So there's a question of whether I counter anything that happens here. There's also a question of whether I counter Dreamsight here on turn 2. I imagine I probably don't counter Dreamsight. I probably counter Pronounced Preserves, or a Dork if possible. Though I'm really unexcited by having to do that, even though it might be correct. I do have a lot of sideboard cards for this matchup, which is good. Good 5 or 6 cards I have basically just for this matchup. Interesting touches of Forest and Passes. So I'm interpreting this as Twisted Masterwork on upkeep. Nothing else that's super reasonable. Can't Sinkhole this, because play the Fractured Reach instead of Island. Still think it's correct to do so, because I do want to have Pithwalt up turn 2. Second Cane Dancer is pretty bad. Basically as close to a dead draw as you can get here. I'm also kind of regretting putting away this Mirrorgate, even though the Chapeland would be awkward, because, well, I do need to find a way to deal with Thornwing Hillock at some point. Fortunately, Ricky's mana situation is a bit awkward. Double green, blue. They did, I guess, voluntarily grab the Forest instead of a Pain land, so probably suspect that they have at least 1 more land in hand. So I think there's a lot of things that Ricky could have here, a lot of which I kind of need to answer. I prefer to spend the Pith Wilt, if possible, just because Sinkhole is a fair bit more valuable here, answering any of the sack effects. Second Timber Range. Passes. What is this representing? It's just like another Twisted Masterwork. No stops on. Okay. Press 3 isn't a bad draw. So 4 mana strikes me as a True Seeker. There's nothing good for them to flash back. Guess it could be a second Twisted Masterwork. Don't have any response to Fetch's main deck. Fetch's Dominion. So just straight nothing. Huh, weird. So I have to imagine with them having nothing. Either they're playing on Counter Magic really weirdly, trying to outcost it, which is odd because Sinkhole's my only cost counter, or Ricky just has a very awkward draw, which is also possible. They are this point of the game where they can just force through a Dreamsight. So I don't think I can be punished for this Mabel. Twisted Masterwork, couple counter spells, True Seeker Splash, 5 mana, Sangjin maybe? Feels kind of weird that they didn't run out anything end of last turn, but I can't really afford to not play Mabel here, so it makes sense that I'm not getting hit by this Hillock. Okay, just actually nothing. Huh. Ready for Anything is an excellent draw. So I think I just Nebula for Esper colors. No reason to be scared of my life total. Question is, do I attack with Mabel? I think I do. If Hillock gets animated, I'm pretty happy with that. Because I can use this at press. I have plenty of removal with the Cane Dance on the press plus the Pith Welt. And really I don't like Ricky having too much mana, so I'm pretty happy with playing a Sinkhole here. Actual Sinkhole, not Cosmic Sinkhole. And getting the damage is kind of important here, since I really don't want to have to go into extended late game with this deck against a Dreamsight deck. Just because, well, if they do have double Dream Sights, then I'm not going to be too happy unless if I'm already super set up. Sangjin. I can't counter this, as Reach makes colorless, so I just say okay here. I'm kind of uncomfortable with how many lands Ricky has. Sinkholes looking worse and worse. Fortunately, the top end isn't too scary in general. Not that I want them to play with Leyran Alpha here, but it's not the end of the world if it happens. But more so just Cosmic Sinkhole becoming a bit more dead is a bit annoying. And just general Minister kind of ideas are pretty annoying. Funnily enough, they are only on one Sangjin, though obviously very good here. Though really didn't do anything last gen, so like the Sangjin seems like a top deck. There's up to 7 mana, so there's a lot of scary stuff that I'm concerned about at 7 mana, but at the same time, like, what wouldn't have been cast by now? Like, Dreamsight would have been cast last turn, because, I mean, you're not playing on Cursory Glance. Like, maybe there's like Dreamsight plus 5 Juiceseeker stuff. I never try and kill this. Not with the mana. 3 mana Rattler. Should I guess? I guess that makes sense, because triple red for that is pretty rough. So Mabel's dying here. So what, I have to put them on like counter spells, which feels weird to not put them on counter spells at this point. How little they're doing. Bit annoying that I can't play on Forbidden Treasure. It is a 1/144 or whatever, but still. Forbidden Treasure is unready for anything. It's not something I want to happen. So I do need those land drops. I do have a Press the Week as another Cane Dancer target, which is good, but overall not ideal. Tapped out red mana, so 5 Juiceseeker isn't concern. And that's also not concern because they don't have anything yard. I guess we can close the sideboard at this point, so I don't regret having brought up Mirgate if I eventually die to a Longing Hillock. I like Tankion. This has to be some kind of threat, but are they just like really locked into playing around Cosmic Sinkhole? Like the Sangjin did play around Cosmic Sinkhole, I think. At the same time, would I have counted the Sangjin? I guess it was a debate, so maybe they were holding it. Still really don't want them to have Dreamsight here, because, well, I can counter it, but same time, that Ancestral Council. Well, I am incredibly happy to Cosmic Sinkhole that. That's more or less ideal scenario. And now I'm free to do what I want, which is Ready for Anything. Nebula's Maze Collection. Nebula Maze Collection. I just want both those cards. Like, pretty bad, actually. I guess Maze Collection isn't strictly necessary. They do have the Ready for Anything yard, but I do definitely want the Nebula. I think I top both these. Maze Collection is maybe a bit more of an argument. Let's see. So, I will need to press one of these 2 creatures, I think. Decent chance that the Hillock gets animated next turn, I think. So, what am I Nebulaing for? 1? Nebula for black, I think. Yeah, I think I Nebula just for black. So it casts the Pith Welt. Do already have the island. Is there any argument for pressing main phase here? No, I don't think so. So playing the Ancestral Council after the Rattler, I think was just a mistake. Because the Rattler is definitely lower value. I guess that's why they tanked on it so long. So if Rattler plus Sangjin attack here, then I think I just depress the Rattler here. I don't think they have... I guess Sangjin... no, I guess the Rattler, because Sangjin maybe I can kill later in a blocking scenario. I guess the press does have Civilized almost activated, but... yeah, but I just kind of need to save the damage here. I don't really want Hillock to 2-shot me. Don't want to lose to a random counterspell. And then I just take the 3. So now I think I'm running out. Do I run a Maze Collection or Cane Dancer for Renegade or anything? I think I run a Collection. 3 mana Master Negotiator. Do I just crack the clue here? Because if I crack the clue, because of how my Mass Negotiators, they don't get a draw. 4 mana. Anything scary for 4 mana? Like, I don't have any answers regardless. So the only weird things about Negotiators that does need a target to put the build on stack, so we could just not get a draw here. Crystal God is also a pretty good draw here. Getting my 6 land means I don't need to like King Dancer main phase ready for anything to find land. Everything I am pretty tapped out here. Might be able to counter 4-drop, but most of the 4-drops also die to oppress the weak, so... Or might be able to represent Sinkhole if we get a 4-drop, but I'm not terribly scared of these 4-drops, and definitely don't want to give them a cantrip. Probably because it's one more draw towards something relevant, like the Conjure Realities, or a Dreamslate, or Ancestral Council. Probably just because they do really want lands at this point even. Like, Hillock is very expensive, and I do need to spend mana to deal with Lumbering Hillock, which is annoying, so I'm feeling relatively happy with my spot right now. I have a relatively stacked graveyard. Spring Renewal. Oh, okay. That resolves. So just using this as a ritual for 3 mana. Post-combat. I mean, I guess Spring Renewal doesn't have much utility in this matchup. Or just in general, really, outside of being a combo piece. So I think they can slam something pretty scary here. And they have to have something scary as well. I also play it. I guess you could argue that you should be playing this just for fixing. Well, not fixing, thinning. It does fit thin 6. Which, I mean, isn't as good as a normal decks, but still pretty good. Conjure Realities. I see. Okay, so this is just playing around Cosmic Single. So this presumably fetches Dreamsight? I guess this could also fetch, whatchamacallit, Ancestral Council, get a bonus 1/1. Still plays around, Sinkhole. Ancestral Council fetching, Dreamsight. I can't imagine this fetches a Lurk. I mean, I guess it's not bad, but feels, what they be looking to? I mean, Summit Guardian is pretty risky just in general. I guess they've seen 1 oppress the week, but it's in yard, so I can still press the weak Summit Guardian. Maybe that does give them just enough tempo to kill me. Because some, Mass Negotiator turns into Summit Guardian, so Conjure fetches what lurks, fetches sacks a Negotiator for True Seeker, sacks into Summit Guardian. I need to spend 6 mana to kill Summit Guardian with Cane Dancer into Press. That's Cane Dancer chunks the Sangjin. There's Kayone? Do they have 4 spells cast? Okay, they did actually have 4 spells cast. So it just gets the free 2/1, and then fetches Dreamsight. So the extra 2/1 does put me in a fair bit of worse of a spot. Makes Lumbering Hillock much scarier, as a threat. So I do have a bit less mana to work with. I guess I do have, double Cane Dancer, 1 Cane Dancer grabbing a press, 1 grabbing ready for anything. Cane Dancer is double block Sangjin. I guess Cane Dancer on the press, kill Hillock a Sangjin, block the KNA is decent. So now I guess I'm thinking about if I Cane Dance in response to try and grab ready for anything in the case that Ricky grabs something scary. Of course, hoping Ricky doesn't draw anything immediately scary here, like an Dreamsight, Ancestral Council. Yeah, I believe they do have a land play remaining. They went straight to attacks. Forest. No red source, which Logger Recluse. Does this put a land into play? Does not put a land into play. So, feels like this is 3 spells, which is, not ideal. Kosugan's is an excellent draw there. And now I can just pass. So now I pass back, feeling, maybe not ahead, but definitely not out of this yet. Cursory Glance makes a lot of things from Ricky less scary. More Dreamsight Wells is a easy example, as well as just generally lurks and beckons and such. So on board, Ricky has 10 damage, ignoring the Hillock. I can put away 5 of that with single Cane Dance on a press. Fortunately, they're doing things pre-combat, so I get some more info. I would still kind of like to get the draw off the suppress the weak. Maybe that's greedy, but okay, go straight for Lumbering Hillock attack. So the press is clearly targeting Hillock here. Do I play both Cane Dancers? So they didn't play anything scary last turn for 3 mana. So I feel relatively safe on this, on not doing much here, or tapping out rather. They do need to spend the mana on Logger Recluse to make that scary. So I guess the first thing to do is oppress the weak the Haylock. So I guess maybe I can greed this and go Cane Dancer ready for the Cane Dancer Maze Collection. Yeah, god, that loses Spell Pierce really hard though. I could lead Maze Collection anyways, see if I draw like Unraveling something, though that also loses Spell Pierce. At this point, like 30 cards deep, I mean, 1 in 5 to have Spell Pierce or something like that, just a counter spell. So I definitely lead on Cane Dancer for Oppress here. So now, do I Cane Dancer ready for anything to get the double block and Sangjin? I guess would be a main benefit. I guess I do. Would have been better to, might have been better to ready for anything first. Probably not that big of a deal. Should probably be talking my mana a bit better. So, I don't know if I'm looking for anything in particular here. Lands will be good, Life Gain would also be pretty good. Pithwelt Maze Collection, none of those are great here, because I have both in hand, and none of them are even that great in my hand at the moment. Another Pithwelt. So, am I Pithwelting something here to save some life? I guess I'd check to see if the Logger gets buffed before deciding. But I'm double blocking this Sangjin, I believe. If Recluse doesn't get pumped here, I'm definitely not Pithwelting. So, leaves up Island. Presenting for Spell Pierce, or representing Spell Pierce at least. I don't think they have any other 1-drop blue spells. They didn't play a land this turn, but I guess I don't really care about that. So, I think I just Pithwelt the Recluse here, save some life. So now the Cane Dancer checks the Keone. Master Negotiator is the only thing like relevant left on board. Land draw is pretty nice there. Is there any way just main phase Maze Collection? Maybe? I guess there's no real benefit, because like, he's not on any counter spells. So I can, no, yeah, I guess there's no real benefit. Cursory Glance is the only real thing, and that's always going to hit something. So, I guess it's end. Definitely managing here. Feels like after the Dreamsight Well didn't have any follow-up with 3 mana. Well, I guess, that's a Logger Recluse was the only follow-up, and that was on 4 mana, so feels like Ricky's not on a ton of gas. They're actually getting kind of close to not having Dreamsight active, period. I mean, 13 cards, that's 18. But don't need to go too much farther. I mean, the Maze Collection will probably carry me through a couple more turns, unless there's something incredibly scary comes out here. It would also be a good thing if the counterspell they have is Songwriter. I guess I always counter this, right? Yeah. This could be a bait, but I'm gonna say that's probably not. Though I guess they only have, what, 4 mana? What's the follow-up here? Actually, let's Maze Collection first. Spell Pierce might be annoying. I think I just like Maze Collectioning here. See if I can rip a hard counter off the top, 50-50 it. Lucky thought, give me good luck. 4-6 is not great. Well, 4-6, 2-3, 5-1. Yeah, that's not really the result I wanted. Might be close to the worst case. I guess I just cursory glance this then. Yeah. It could be a bait, but I'm inclined to say that's not. People don't really just play out Songwriter cards or Answer Midnight Calls stuff without having something to follow it up with. 4 mana Conjure. I mean, that resolves. Am I okay if this is just another Dreamsight? But Songwriter Conjure means that they can't get a free counter, not that they'd want one. So if Dreamsight is fetched here, obviously can't counter it. I guess God, I really don't want to do Clue for trying for Cosmic Sinkhole. Clue for Cosmic Sinkhole would be such a desperate play, when like Clue getting its Swipe Secrets off the top would be so much nicer. Getting me towards Unraveling. Is there ever a world where I Pithwelt this Negotiator? I think no. 5 life. It's not a ton, but it's like enough. I guess if Ricky's feeling really spicy, they could unearth the Pastry Rattler, which would be funny. Because that is pretty fast clock. I kinda doubt that's what's happening here though. And the other option is like Dreamsight, maybe even something nastier. Could also just be a Pencil Songwriter, to be honest. And Pensive Songwriter is something you just have to let resolve. If it's Pensive Songwriter gone, do I actually have the clue for looking for Sinkhole if it's a songwriter? Because Songwriter just super heavily implies Dream Slate in hand, so it'd be a Dream Slate top deck. I guess I get information on what they have in hand with the swipe secrets. I do have Unraveling. Yeah, I think I'm just cracking the clear to dig into this maze collection, in which case I am saying okay to this. Would feel pretty bad if there's a Sinkhole on top, but doesn't put anything from the deck in. It is relevant. Nomad Township. This is Unearth, isn't it? God, I'm actually getting Unearthed here. Where's my dreams comes true when I need them? Just attacks with Negotiator, interesting. 5. 5 life isn't super comfortable, but not exactly blocking, not exactly fifth wilting, so I guess I take it. I guess Rattler being graveyard isn't the worst thing. No, I guess it's pretty bad, because I was thinking like Beckon doesn't kill me now, but I'm definitely grabbing the swipe secrets. I want to know what Ricky's up to. Getting to do stuff to their hand before they get a chance to do stuff with it themselves. Oh, why did I draw off the top? That was definitely very bad. Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh god, I have to play Minister here. 5 mana, I have a minute. Oh god, this is... Why? Why did you have to draw Minister here, Ricky? God, this was destined. I even drew off the top to find this 7th land. And I can cane down... Oh god. This is... Okay. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'm winning now. I think. Probably? I guess the Seer Flash is hitting... God. Ricky only has 1 red source too, so they can't even Seer Flash profitably. God, Minister is such a broken card. And I have to reevaluate deck list for Minister? This is awful. Excellent. That's mainly just excellent, so dreams come true. But you know, they haven't, he's on like, okay, Stone Blanks is putting a bit harshly, but not on much. They're definitely getting pretty punished for this spring renewal early in the game, having 5 red cards in hand. God, Minister even shuffles the Maze Collection library. I don't even know what to say. How much do I value this weird? I guess is a question. Which is excellent, that's about it. Dice on the unrelenting. If I -1 it. God, what's even happening here? I guess what do I do if they Pine Blight Caribou is a question. I guess, no, nothing happens if they Pine Blight, right? Because there's still the tension between Two-Seek and Soul Flare. So I just untap it with Minister, draw Unraveling, and pass back 8 mana, right? Yeah, 8 mana. God, this is game 1, it's been 15 minutes. Hopefully I haven't been slow playing. There's definitely been a few places where Ricky's tanked for a long time, including this moment. So, I guess the most natural thing to happen here is Pine Blight Caribou plus Seer Flash. Yeah, pretty sure that's the most natural thing to happen here. Seer Flash, dreams come true in response. Ricky Soul Flares the Minister, which does as much as you can expect. I think I value the Cane Dancer too much. No way I just can save this Minister, unfortunately. So I'm just grabbing Dreams Come True here. And exiling Dream Sites. And then Ricky gets the Pine Blight Caribou, and everyone's fine with all that. I guess I'm just drawing from the Maze Collection library here. Is there a world where I want to bottom the Unraveling to get to the Mind Drip? I guess that's every world, right? Because Mind Drip's just kind of better than Unraveling here. I got these, game 3, which is pretty important. So I'm definitely exiling the Dream Site Wells. Guess I'm exiling the Conjure and the Minister too. Conjure, yeah. Minister, I guess Minister is just exactly Fun Earth, and at that point, whatever. So I guess I exile Twister Masterwork. No, I'll exile Minister. So now, the weird is definitely not worth very much here. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have dug for the Mind Drip, because Pine Blight Caribou is coming down, and I don't actually have a clean answer to it. I guess I know Ricky doesn't have much going on. I have to assume that Spring Renewal doesn't do too much. I guess if I should get some red mana. It would have been funny to True Seeker trying to Spring Renewal, get the more red sources, but that's quite bad. Does Unrelenting fetch anything useful here? I don't think so. Champion, TT23. TT23 is pretty bad because I just Steel Flash. Champion, I guess, the same. Let's see. I'm kind of happy that they decided to Ricky decided to Soul Flare instead of Steel Flash, because I'm only at 8, and I'm facing down a decent amount of damage here. But the True Seeker could also flash back the Soul Flare. Guess I could... I do have 2 Unrelentings, which is interesting. I could double up on them. Maybe I don't block the Master Negotiator with the weird. Save it for the Caribou next turn. That just gives a target for Steel Flash, which I'd prefer not to give. I guess I can actually go Unrelenting minus mode, make it 2-2, block the Caribou. A bit funky, but functions, I guess. Seems cleaner to just go like Unraveling Pithwheel. Unraveling Pithwheel keeps up Mind Drip too, which is nice. There's another Whirlwind on at the top here, right? Yeah, I don't think so. God, hour-long game 1. Let's see, so 2 dead cards, Caribou. What am I doing here? Actually, I should have, oh no, I could, okay, good thing I didn't try to exile Soul Flare, because I was still on the staff. I couldn't actually exile that. Would have been a good target if, I thought about it more. Unfortunately I didn't, because again, not legal. Selective Breeding was the top deck. Oh, that's not good. Kaone fetches Ancestral Council, fetches Dreamsight, presumably? What looks? That's a show of confidence. I would have thought that Dreamsight gets fetched here, but it's not. True Seeker. Oracle. Then True Seeker grabs Selective Breeding, I guess is the line. Yeah. Oh, this grabs Minister. So, actually, if Ricky just played Selective Breeding, sacked a Negotiator for the Minister, it's kind of dead there. Probably just have lethal pretty easily. I mean, Minister, hell, just Minister Unearth, sack the token Unearth, Rattlers by, I mean, pretty far on the back foot, and then Minister gives them access counterspells too. They're going for attack here? I guess they can turn True Seeker into Speak of the Iris. They don't have True Seeker in hand anymore, fortunately. Oracle's still in hand, they fetch Library. So, and they can still just fetch Minister here, right? Like, no reason not to. That's only on 3 mana left. Is Minister losing? I don't know. I guess Mind Drip is really good here, because I have the King Dancer to turn into more King Dancers. So I guess it's not good here, because I only have Kirsty Glancing Yard. Sacks the True Seeker. This is presumably Speaker Virus. Put in like Wavebreaker or something. Or Seer Flash or something. Speaker. Putting in... what? Is this lethal? Did they misplay? What's happening here? Oh, sure. That should be lethal, right? 6, 8, yeah, exactly. Fortunately, I do have stuff for this matchup. I don't like Excellent, Still's good, Tennis is good, Leaf is good, Pithwhil's not great. No penance with what to kill. Cast Out. Is Cast Out good? I don't know. I don't like Champion. I think TT23 is probably good in this matchup. Crest. I'm gonna go on Crest being bad. Do you need more cuts? Sumo cuts, Unrelenting. I don't mind Unrelenting, but it definitely looked pretty awkward in that last game. Cast Out. I guess I cut Cast Out. I guess Equilibrium Paladin's just gonna do better fetch most of the time. Maze Collection, don't want the 4th Maze Collection. It's kind of important, but at the same time, I do need a certain amount of mana efficiency here, which isn't gonna really happen with Maze Collection. I do just kinda need the 1. Definitely if I got through that entire Maze Collection stack, I probably had the game. That was with 2 Dreamsights going off. I guess 3. The 3rd one didn't really matter. So, hopefully this will go better. Mainly because I'm on the play. Cyber Card's obviously good, but... Woman... This is actually pretty close. I mean, Sinkhole ready for anything at press, find nothing. Like, just a whole bunch of sideboard cards. Best card in the matchup, one of the best cards in the main deck. I'm not willing to risk this, but I don't think it's actually unreasonable to keep this. Well, then Renewal Growth being bad makes it... being bad because it's only fetch 1 source, that is. Makes it more awkward. Now, this is definitely a hand. What I want to do with this hand is a good question. So I'm definitely keeping this. What am I doing with Mabel? What am I doing with Mabel? I feel inclined to keep Mabel here. Or put Mabel in. I'm definitely bottoming a Renewal Grove. I believe Reach. Yeah, definitely bottom one. I do want to hit my land drops. Keen Dance is still tenuous. I don't think I'm willing to give up. So I'm really just questioning whether I want to put back the second Renewal Grove. God, I think I just don't Mabel here. And I just lead on Renewal Grove, I guess. It doesn't really matter what I lead on. Cataract untapped. If this is a dork, I'm very upset. Might just be a pristine Dominion though. I think on the last game Ricky had some mana problems. Needing to get triple red for the Rattler and getting pretty punished for not fetching a mountain. Fetches a forest, bad sign. Hopefully this is a Speak of Untouched Beauty. And it is, which I am definitely okay with. I think I'm just fetching an island here, don't really want to draw one. Don't have Pithwelt, even in the deck, so Sinkhole turn 2, not as good as turn 1, but definitely not complaining. So now hopefully Ricky just runs something straight into this Still the Pandemonium, or be very kind of them. Crystal Cavern is good sign for that, not being tap land. Take the one pretty happily, definitely not worth King Dancing to block there. Can I afford to let that resolve? I think the answer is no. God, kinda sucks, but I think I actually can't let that resolve, because I just die once we get to 4 lands. Yeah, this really sucks, but I think I'm forced to do this. Have the Still plus Cane Dancer, so just put it straight to Yaw, doesn't think on a Spell Pierce or anything. Just a glance is a bad draw. What does Ricky have on the sideboard? Doesn't matter. I think no counter spells, so it does not matter. I think they might have sideboard Stone Zero cards, potentially, which, good for me. So, would continue to be ecstatic if Ricky runs something into Still the Pandemonium. Would be happy, but less ecstatic if something gets run into Cursed Grants. If nothing happens, if Ricky just goes land, attack, pass, I am not very happy about that. Seeker is kind of a good card, just in general. 2 mana, Dream Sightwell. I guess I just always steal this. I don't think Ricky has any Grave Hate, so not like I'm exposing it or anything. Also, no third land. That's a very good sign for me. Actually, exceptionally good. Resounding Relief. Yeah, I just press back, and I could crack the clue looking for land, but if I don't hit, that's incredibly bad. If I had tap land, that's really bad too. And I'm only taking 1 for the privilege of getting a ton more information, so definitely not gonna try and greed out with the clue sack here. 2 mana. I guess I just steal again, right? Like, I could glance this, but Coastal Glance hits everything that's not. Coastal Glance just hits everything because Conjure gets hit by it by extension. So yeah, I just steal again. And I am feeling exceptionally happy. Definitely not blocking here. 4th land, everything's coming up purple, and nothing to do here. Right? Might end up going Resounding Relief end of turn on the 2 Dream Sites, but I'll think about that later. I guess I should probably just be cracking these clues, huh? No reason to rush the Resounding Relief. Maybe save it for a 2-seeker later on, or an Unearth or a Kaone. How different is this game on the draw? Presumably Ricky has Dream Sight in hand, turn 2, I just decided to cast Seeker over it. So if I was on the draw, I guess I'd have the Sinkhole for the turn 2 Dream Sight, huh? So it ends up being probably the same. I guess Ricky's 1 draw deeper towards a land. But this is kind of funny, because this is exactly what happened in Ricky's losses against Ambrose, where they had a whole bunch of Dream Sights, but just didn't have the mana to cast them, and they all got counted. Or didn't have the mana to cast them, was keeping the hand relying the Dream Sight, but they all got counted, and they got stuck on lands, or the Dork died, and they got stuck on lands. Yep, take the 1. So I do need to find a way to accelerate me getting ahead. Seeker's an Elf Shaman, this is being cast with 0, so this is fetching mana static or just another Seeker. I guess I'm just tenuous existing this, right? Actually, I should just look for Find Nothing, right? Yeah, like, top decking Find Nothing would be such a high value play. And if I do get a bit blown up by the spell pierce, but like whatever. I'm pretty sure that they don't have one, so Ready for Anything's not a bad draw, but so now I'm just gonna be tenuousing. If they do have like land drop plus Dream Sight, I'd laugh, but it doesn't really seem like that's what they're on. So I did see that they don't have spell pierce, which is good. So that means I feel more comfortable just running out this Ready for Anything without thinking too much about it. I guess I could keep up the Grotto or the Swamp. I guess I keep up the Grotto in case I draw still. I do want to be hitting my land drops here. Maze Collection is a very good draw. That is something that will help me put the game away a bit faster. 4 mana. I'll be pretty happy if this is just pass, hold up True Seeker. I don't know what I'm unhappy to see here, to be honest. I feel like I have answers to everything, like maybe Pineblight Caribou would be annoying, but even then, like, whatever. It's a Pineblight Caribou. They only have 1 land in graveyard to sack, so it just kind of cycles. 1 land in graveyard to consume. Would prefer Conjurealities, yeah, that's fine. Whatever that fetches, probably runs into Cursed Glance unless Ricky is particularly subtle about this. Could be just using this as a pseudo-ritual fetch, like Pineblight Caribou is the easy example, to balance something else. But generally Conjure is just within the veil, so within the veil for 3 or less. So I will probably need a like half-decent ordering on the Maze Collection to be like very confident in this game, because I don't think I'm gonna be... I could crack the clue main phase next turn, looking for a land, but I think I'd prefer to just keep up Relief plus Cane Dancer. I don't think I want to Cane Dancer. Fetches Dream Sight, plays Ancestral Council. I mean, I'm just counting the council for no reason. Because they just fetched another Dream Sight, so... This Cane Dancer is kind of taking away. Which is nice. Let's see... So they have Dream Sight in hand plus 3 unknown cards that are not lands. Is the scenario? So Cane Dancing for Ready for Anything would be incredibly greedy, because I need to find a counter spell. Maze Collection I can do on the opponent's turn. Cracking Clue. I don't think I want to do that right now. Resigning Relief is bad because they have 3rd Dream Sight, so it doesn't even turn off anything relevant. Let's just pass here. Would be really good if I drew a land off the Clue, but... if I have a land on top, I'm happy anyways, so I prefer not to see a land drop here, ideally. Land top deck takes 2, that's fine. 3 mana, Minister. Do I ever let this resolve? How fast can I put damage on the board? I guess I'm safe to Maze Collection here. Nothing I can do with Tenuous, right? Just not. I guess, no, I'm just always countering this, right? Like, I just can't beat this card. Yeah, cause it also just stifles my attack, so, that's another thing, Grotto. Yeah, Minister's just far scarier than Dream Sight is, yeah. In this, I could crack the Clue for a single, but I think I just let this resolve. Hey, that's a 1 card in. That's kind of funny. Let's play a land this turn, so Dream Sight didn't like ramping them or anything. Now I get to Maze Collection. Honestly, kind of hoping for unlandings here. No, I guess everything's good. 5-2. Okay, Mind Rip on top is... that's probably about the best ordering I could hope for. No, I just draw a land here, or I draw at the top, because can't cast both Mind Rip and Unraveling a single turn, so that's a pretty good draw. I guess that's a pretty good draw. I do need their hand to be at least slightly clunky for this Mind Rip to be the most effective, but I feel like I have a decent I'm not gonna say I'm in a good spot, but I have outs here. At 9, 2 Cane Dancers, I have 2 counters in hand. I have Tenuous too. I think preferably, do I preferably not use Mind Rip here? Give out the choice, do I Cursey Glance and Tenuous, or do I like Mind Rip plus one of them? I don't actually know. Tap for a Slot Reckless. I'm not counting that, so I just say okay. Pass. I just crack through, yeah. draw off the top of my own deck, I'm pretty sure. I guess I tap both grottos. Not that matters. Yeah, I guess I can't let Juicy resolve, because I can get breeding instead of Dream Sight, so just untapping here. And drawing, then Unraveling. I want to be getting towards these unrentings, I think. I just Idrovia pass, I believe. Wait, they didn't play a land. Wow, that's great. Oh, I don't have white mana. Fuck. Now I have to think kind of hard. How do I do this? Don't have white mana. I guess I just let them do whatever, then respond to it. But yeah, didn't realize I don't have colors I need. This Fractured Reach is really holding everything up. Nothing. Wow. Nothing. What's in hand? No lands, no True Seeker, passes on 4 mana. Log Reckless pass. What? I guess I should figure out what the hell I'm mind dripping if I do X equal to 1. Log Reckless Maesthetic Seeker. I guess Seeker's not a bad fetch here. I think I still have one deck, right? Yeah. Passes back. I guess I'm doing Clue to draw off the top here. Looking for land still. Ready for anything. I guess I fire that off, looking for lands still. I don't think I can be punished for this. I don't think. I feel like they would have ran out True Seeker already. And I'm just drawing off my own library here. Nebula, Press the League. I guess I top both these. I kind of like having a Press in hand. It is active, civilized, and the Clue token. This doesn't really matter, but I'll draw the Press first. Nebula is good because it gets me white mana on my turn, which is a pretty vital resource. And I'm doing blue-white, I believe? Yeah, blue-white. And then I just pass back, I guess. And eventually I'm gonna be able to, like, hit stuff with my interactive spells, right? Eventually? True Seeker. I am tapping the here. So I don't really care about excess Dream Sights because I can't exile them, so I'll just exile Breeding here. That's a good draw. Helps my mana situation a bit too. Probably should have at least considered drawing that unwinding there, but it is what it is. I think end of turn, if nothing changes, I'm just oppressing the True Seeker, I guess. The bodies don't matter too much, and True Seeker has a high mana value. Honestly, maybe they just have stuff that loses to tenuous existence. And at this point, what else could they have? I think at this point I'm just going to be drawing the Unrelentings and starting to burn them out there. I do feel pretty far ahead here. I mean, there's definitely lose conditions here. Are there? I feel like I can just, like, always beat an opponent on the 5 lands here. Like, 3 counterspells in hand, opponent's not on very much life, I have 7 lands, 8 in hand. My removal is drawing cards now. Like, I've pressure on the life totals too. I'm at a healthy life. Okay, so, I actually just win here, right? Yeah, I think I just win. Because I just go Mind It for 2. And then grab Solar Flare, point Solar Flare face. Is it any card? Yeah. I guess I could try and find out what they have in hand. Let's have a what looks, right? But I'm not gonna actually bother, because that's kind of boring. So, do I have quad black? I do, right? Or, yeah, I do. So I just drain for 3, drain for 3. Anything I'm missing? I do have a second swamp, right? Funny enough, the second swamp was added to the mana base later. I do have 8 mana, yeah. Oh wait, yes. So that went better. Still needed to fight through a Dream Sight. Still need to get kind of lucky there, to be honest. Maybe I'm missing land drops both on turn 3, and I guess I should maybe think about this more. No, I think all these cards are worse in the draw than they are on the play. So. Yeah, needing to get lucky on the play with a good hand is kind of rough. I guess it was like a good draw for Murky, but that win didn't really feel that confident, unfortunately. Hopefully I got a good 7 here. I think I mulled the last 2 games. And yeah, that's not a good 7. So I guess I'll wait to see if Ricky keeps, so they don't get the privilege of knowing how many cards I'm on. That's another Zero-lander, so, yeah, so, okay, so 2 lands, 3 lands, Paladin, I guess I just go, God, do I need to bring in Mabel here? Is Mabel actually one of my better cards? God. So, definitely keeping these 4 cards. Paladin, Oppress, Renewal. So I definitely bottomed the Grove. I guess I bottomed the Paladin, because I might want that later. Oppress, I don't know. Do I need Oppress in this? I guess, God, I think I just need to draw better, so I put back Renewal Grove, and don't Mabel. Keep 3 Interactive Spells plus 2 lands. I don't think putting Mabel there is wrong, but, oh, that's not a good sign. Turn 1 Dark in the play is definitely a way that I can lose this matchup pretty hard. Shifting Glade, yeah, that's even worse. Seeker, okay, that's not a dork, or not directly at least. Still is a good draw. Definitely Esper on this. Don't like needing to lose 3, but you do what you need to. Definitely don't like Timber Range fetching Shifting Glade, because that means that there's definitely more action happening. Though I guess it could just be low land count, requiring the fetch of duels, even if they're painful. Definitely not the type of hand I want to be seeing game through the finals, but I guess it'll have to do. Seeker, I mean, it's better than Dork, I guess. But still can kill me if Ricky hits the land drops this game. I guess, fortunately, my hand doesn't need land drops too bad. I can probably miss a land for a turn or 2 and be okay if Ricky's threat quality is kind of low. Or at the very least if they line up well into what I have. Hopefully if this is a... Okay, okay, so this is a Twisted Masterwork. And I just am very much so forced to counter this. There's no kind of questions there. Grotto is whatever. It's a land, I guess. So I'm just playing Renewal Grove, passing. And really just, I need Ricky to be on more or less stone nothing here. And okay, that's fine. That is about best case scenario, actually, I'll say. Random thing that doesn't do anything, Mirrorgate. Yeah, sure, I'll buy it. Am I buying this? Just Mirrorgate in the Shifting Glade? What do I do in addition, though? Because I don't want this Call of Hunger to go off. Because Call of Hunger grabs stuff I can't deal with, and maybe more importantly fetches Ricky's 4th land or the Seeker. So I think I just main phase Oppress. Because if Ricky draws a green source, I'm kind of screwed. I guess I could be playing around... No, I just need to kill this. I'm not going to presume they have Dream Sight. I feel like they just slam it. I mean, I've already run out of Sinkhole trying to counter Masterwork. So, yeah, and they need... Yeah, I'm just going to do this. And hopefully this is good enough. Okay, Cycle Summit Guardian. Definitely not worst case result. Plays Township, that's not good, but I guess it's not worst possible thing. Definitely draw something decent here. 2nd Mirrorgate. I mean, sure. I mean, might as well, I guess. I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm giving them very perfect mana if they get out of this, but I'll worry about that when it comes to it. I guess I can close this. No sideboardings going on. So hopefully they never draw a land again. That would be best case scenario for me. I have 14 turns to deal with this 1-1. Though the 1-1 will get them a land, so... Definitely in a very sketchy spot here, with 4th land being... I think I just lose if 4th land is drawn. I mean, Seeker's a 5-turn clock they don't have an answer to right now. Killing it's pretty bad. I mean, my answers aren't bad, but they're not good. Like, I don't really like this Summit Guardian art. I just like this art in general. Very nice, funky beast, sitting on a house, staring at a guy, and I think it's his dog. Resizing windows is weird. God damn it. Please. Are you kidding me? Come on. This is more difficult than the actual game itself. You know, a guy and his dog. Nice house, nice background. Summit Guardian's a really nice, very nice card. Makes you want to play creatures. Cycles. Worst case no. Are you kidding me? What a damn lucker drawing his land. unfortunately don't have Find Nothing here. Find Nothing would be funny. Dominion turns on all those things. Minister gets Cursey glanced. I die faster. That's the only one. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Sounding Relief. No, he's in main phase this, I think. As we'll wait. I will be cycling this end of turn though. Nothing happens. I think I'm eating the lands. Still think so. Vicky does have almost perfect mana. I think the township's actually the only black source. I guess Nebula, but that does mean that I don't have to be as weighted at Unearth from the top of the deck, so it's just less of a big deal in that regard. Or just like even fetching off Council is much worse. I don't think I'm ever doing anything funky with Rosani Relief into something else here. So what is this relief? What am I hoping? Oh well, there's Nebula. But only for green, so still we have to maybe up black sources. I guess here is where is there any chance that this involves the graveyard? I think looking for a sinkhole is probably higher value here. XL lands, because still is gonna catch up anything that's graveyard interactive. Dreams come true. That's not a bad draw. Not answer this Ophidian Oracle, but it's not bad. Hopefully this is a Conjure. Conjure would be pretty ideal here. A creature would be very unideal here. Please. Okay, plays Minister. Okay, that's fine. That's a good sign, I guess. Don't know anything EOT, which is unfortunate. Equilibrium Paladin. Huh. I mean, that does block the Seeker. I know they're on probably nothing. Maybe. I guess I can't say they're on nothing. Because even if they had a sack, they could just not play it. So, yeah, I just pass back here and think later. There's a nice thing about flash decks. Don't need to actually think too hard about what your opponent could do, and you can just respond to what your opponent can do. 7. I guess I'm just taking this. I mean, 4 is relatively safe. Like I do want to block the Seeker at some point, but I also want a Dreams Come True at some point. I guess I'm going up to 7, which isn't great, but yeah, I think I just take this and try to blow out something later with the Paladin. Cataract Untap Pass. So this is grabbing Hillock. So I'm getting pretty punished for running Paladin. Kind of getting the choice, but I'll live with it. Hopefully this isn't a counterspell. I do dodge Cursey Glance. Powder Scout I'm probably never beating, but let's go 1. Press the weak. I'll press the weak. I mean, I do want to draw that. I do want to draw that actually pretty badly. So, yeah, I keep that on top. And then draw 2. That's basically perfect. Gain 3. And exile Vicky's yard. No reason to exile my own yard when I think funky like that. Cracks Cataract for Hillock? Sure. So this might involve a chump with Paladin. Dreams Come True. I don't have much to do here besides just pass back. So, very unfortunate I'm not on 1 more life. I'll say that for 1. So, I always will press the Hillock for 1. 7. Unfortunately, I do only have 1 play here with Paladin, unfortunately, but here's what it is. And then I'm forced to jump. 2 mana back in, and that's just lethal, presumably. Yeah, this fetches True Seeker. So if I fetch, yeah, this is yeah, Ricky runs up the score a little bit. Paladin blocking I don't think matters. So if I Paladin to block the Seeker, so if I did, play the Paladin, Ricky has what? I guess they just grab Kirby when I lose. Oh, they just grab 2 egos. Because the other 1-1s, they don't want the ETBs, but I still do just lose to double ego. So, but yeah, not a bad match though. Getting pretty close. Would I really like to find nothing at some point? I think if I get a find nothing, I might be able to swing that last game. Oh. But yeah, I assume I'm good to stop recording now, so.